remember sharing a study. There's a new study that came up where they discovered the link between lifestyle and the development of ADHD and so many other disorders in children. I was basically mirroring how far our diet culture has come with the availability of products that are not very ideal for us, and also with the prevalence of poor eating culture, accessibility to things that are less ideal. And I was basically just explaining and breaking it down. And so people were arguing with me, and then there was this whole information about how the measles vaccine is what is causing it and blah, blah, blah. I'm not saying that there is one cause for it. I'm just saying that when it comes to the body, there's a plethora of factors, a plethora of things that need to be considered. You cannot use the measles vaccine as an excuse to not do anything, because generational illness started somewhere. Someone was careless. So all of you that were arguing and arguing and arguing, you can't argue with me. Go and argue with the science, argue with the researchers, argue with the sciences, argue with the clinical studies, argue with that. And before you argue, watch this first.
From where I stand, all psychiatric disorders, all learning disabilities are digestive disorders. And that is the clinical experience of 20 years of work. And that is what's being confirmed now by the new explosion in science, in research in microbiome. That's the scientific name for gut flora. We called it gut flora for decades, and now the scientists started looking at it finally and called it microbiome. And they're discovering all sorts of things, all sorts of functions that our gut flora fulfills. So gut and psychology syndrome establishes a connection between the functioning of the digestive system and the functioning of the brain of the person, despite the fact that they're far away from each other, and our mainstream medicine doesn't understand this connection. As they give the person antidepressants and antipsychotic pills and anti-epileptic pills, where does the person put those pills in order to affect their brain? Into their stomach. They place it into their digestive system to affect the brain. And still our doctors don't understand the connection. How can the two things be so far apart and be connected?